The emotional roller coaster that is 90 Day Fiancé hit a dramatic peak in Season 11, Episode 19 Tell All, Part 1, which aired on TLC on June 22, 2025. The reunion episode reunited all the cast members one final time to reflect on their journeys, offer relationship updates, and confront the unresolved tension that's been simmering all season long. But it was Sarper and Shekinah's crumbling relationship that stole the spotlight, turning the tell-all into a war zone of emotions, tears, and jaw-dropping revelations. Sarper, who tied the knot with Shekinah at the end of the season, came into the reunion looking anything but blissfully married. His body language spoke volumes, and it didn't take long before the frustration began spilling out. He confessed that post-wedding life has been far from a fairy tale. Instead of newlywed joy, their marriage was consumed by constant arguments, explosive fights that spiraled out of control. One of these intense blow-ups even led to Sarper getting kicked out of the house just a month after saying "I do." In a shocking admission, Sarper revealed, "Shekinah makes me crazy." He didn't hold back, warning that if things continued like this, Shekinah would end up losing him and regret it deeply like a dog. The cruel comparison was too much for Shekinah, who broke down in tears on stage. Through sobs, she described his words and actions as toxic, admitting, "I'm so sick of it." Their tell-all confrontation painted a picture far from the dreamy future they once imagined. In the early days of Season 11, Sarper was all in eager to start a new life in the United States with Shekinah. He spoke openly about how serious he was, even making life-altering changes and uprooting himself to be by her side. But as reality set in, and red flags started piling up, including prenup tension and the infamous AirTag incident, Sarper began questioning whether he had made a huge mistake. Haunted by a failed first marriage, the doubts became louder. Still, despite the warning signs, the couple went ahead with their wedding. But judging from the raw, unfiltered pain on display during the tell-all, the honeymoon phase was short-lived if it existed at all. The episode took a deeper dive into the couples, unraveling when Shekinah shared a gut-wrenching video. In the clip, Sarper is seen removing his wedding ring and storming out of the house on Christmas Day, shortly after one of their explosive arguments. Shekinah confirmed the moment happened less than a month into their marriage. Sarper explained that the event wasn't a one-off, it was the breaking point after a string of smaller arguments that had built up over time. "I know I need to be more calm," he admitted, "but I cannot. It's not my character." But the drama didn't stop there. Shekinah dropped another bombshell. Sarper allegedly threatened to return to Turkey and sleep with everyone in retaliation during arguments. The crowd was stunned. Her close friend Dan chimed in, visibly upset, saying, "A man who claims to be 1000% in love wouldn't talk to her like that." He also shed light on some chilling details about the months following their wedding. According to Dan, Shekinah had become increasingly isolated, unable to see her friends, and had lost a significant amount of weight. For him, these weren't just side effects of a stressful marriage. They were red flags of something far more toxic. "It doesn't look as healthy as it did on the surface," Dan warned. As the segment came to a close, one thing was crystal clear. Sarper and Shekinah's once promising love story has hit a dangerous crossroads. The passion that brought them together may now be the very thing tearing them apart. Whether they'll be able to repair the damage or finally walk away remains one of Season 11's most gripping unanswered questions. TLC's 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, dropped a fiery sneak peek on the franchise's official Instagram, 90 Day Fiancé, on June 23, 2025, just weeks ahead of its much-anticipated return on July 6th. This brand-new season will follow the complex and evolving relationships of 8 returning couples, including Darcey and Georgi, Gino and Jasmine, Cara and Guillermo, and more. The teaser opened with an emotional Darcey Silva, who reflected on her rocky marriage with Georgi. "I want to feel that passion again," she confessed, revealing doubts about the state of their relationship. As the season unfolds, Darcey will be seen navigating personal struggles, including her upcoming trip to Bulgaria, where she'll meet Georgi's family for the first time. Already feeling anxious, she fears being misunderstood or unwelcomed by her in-laws due to the ongoing tension in her marriage. Meanwhile, Cara and Guillermo, now new parents, are shown facing the harsh realities of married life post-baby. Cara admits, "Marriage is so hard. while breaking down in tears over how different their connection feels. Guillermo echoes her concerns, saying their intimacy is not the same as before. Another storyline sure to raise eyebrows is Gino and Jasmine's open marriage experiment, which seems to be spiraling out of control. In the sneak peek, Gino confronts Jasmine for breaking the rules of their arrangement, declaring, "I can do whatever I want now." In a shocking twist, Gino is later shown enjoying a bathtub moment with a mystery woman, while Jasmine is seen moving in with Matt, the so-called third person in their open relationship. After Gino kicks her out, the situation escalates even further when Jasmine and Gino's new partner get into a physical altercation, forcing others to step in. In another intense moment, Jasmine is seen clashing with another female cast member, leading to yet another physical fight. As tensions rise, emotional breakdowns follow. Kara reflects on the distance growing between her and Guillermo, saying the saddest part is remembering how happy we used to be. The official trailer, released by TLC on June 12, 2025, promises more drama, deeper conflict, and emotional confrontations. Among the new season's plotlines, Tiger Lily welcomes Fiancé Adnan to the U.S., worried whether he'll be able to adjust to life in a new country. Darcey, excited for her Bulgaria trip, clashes with Georgi, who warns her not to meet his parents wearing something like that. Elizabeth and Andre stir conflict, with Andre being accused of speaking in a rude and disrespectful manner to fellow cast members. Loren and Alexei face their own tensions, including a scene where Elizabeth accuses Loren of body-shaming Alexei. Gino ultimately accuses Jasmine of cheating with Matt, triggering more chaos within their already fractured relationship. From romantic breakdowns to explosive fights, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, is gearing up for one of its most dramatic seasons yet. Whether these couples can overcome the odds or fall apart on camera remains to be seen when the new season premieres July 6, 2025 on TLC. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Star Julia Trobkina has opened up about her declining health and emotional struggles following her decision to leave the United States without her husband, Brandon Gibbs. The couple, who married in 2020, has faced a rocky road marked by ongoing disagreements, especially surrounding the topic of starting a family. Although therapy recently helped them work through some of their issues, with Julia agreeing to consult an American fertility specialist and Brandon promising to help bring her parents to the U.S., it appears new challenges are testing their marriage yet again. Julia is currently in Belgrade, Serbia, spending time with her mother, father, and brother, while Brandon remains back in the United States. Despite finding comfort in being with her family, Julia revealed she is grappling with troubling health concerns. In a recent and emotional Instagram story, Julia confessed, "I think my nervous system has gone out of the chat." She emphasized feeling overwhelmed and emotionally drained, stating she needed to calm down and simply get through the week. She also hinted that a significant change is on the horizon, writing, "Next week, everything will change." In a post, she asked fans to send her well wishes and good luck for what she hopes will be a more peaceful week ahead. Since arriving in the U.S. in 2020, Julia's journey has been anything but smooth. From clashing with her in-laws and struggling with the lack of privacy, to the frustrating delay in securing her green card, the transition to American life has taken a toll. Although she eventually gained citizenship, her marriage to Brandon continues to be a source of stress, especially now, as they remain divided over starting a family. Brandon is ready for fatherhood, but Julia still feels unprepared to take that step. Adding to her emotional burden, Julia recently suffered the heartbreaking loss of her beloved dog, Simba, in early May 2025. The grief of losing her companion, coupled with burnout, anxiety, and ongoing marital tension, has left Julia physically and mentally exhausted. She admitted that her body hasn't fully recovered from the cumulative stress of the past 5 years. Brandon's recent encouragement for Julia to seek fertility treatment, though well-meaning, may have intensified her emotional pressure, especially as she continues to navigate these challenges far from him. In her latest health update, Julia also teased a life-altering shift that could be tied to her well-being, relationship, or even her future plans. It's possible that this upcoming change involves her career. Julia's pet-focused business has been thriving, and fans are speculating whether she may be planning to expand it internationally or even begin a new chapter abroad. A temporary relocation or a major lifestyle change seems likely. Whatever the case may be, fans are eagerly waiting for Julia's next update. As she continues to prioritize her health and find clarity during her time with family, one thing is certain: Julia's next move could redefine her path both personally and professionally. In an exclusive May 2025 interview with Access Hollywood, 90 Day Hunt for Love star Tiffany Franco opened up about her return to the franchise, her emotional transformation, and the unexpected person who encouraged her to start dating again, her son. "He's tired of me being like, 'Hey guys, it's Saturday movie night,'" Tiffany laughed. "He's like, 'Go find your own friends.' So basically, he wants me to find someone so he doesn't have to deal with me all the time." While she joked about the situation, Tiffany admitted that her son's push was what ultimately helped her open up to a new chapter in her personal life. But Tiffany's transformation wasn't just about dating, it started from within. While her physical health journey has been visible to fans, she revealed that the real work happened mentally. She spoke candidly about struggling with self-worth and how those feelings once influenced her relationship choices. "I worked on a lot of flaws. Mentally, we all deal with that feeling of not being good enough. Once I started believing I deserved more, I stopped accepting less," she shared. That mindset shift helped her build self-love and confidence. When asked about stepping back into the dating world, Tiffany made it clear she's no longer willing to settle. In the past, she might have accepted someone who checked only a few boxes, but not anymore. Now, she's okay with wanting everything and is willing to wait for it. "Being patient matters," she explained. "You can't date out of loneliness. That never works long-term." While she didn't name names, Tiffany teased a possible spark with someone new on 90 Day Hunt for Love. "When I saw this one specific person, I just felt comfortable. There was a spark. I was like, okay, the mustache is doing things to me," she said with a smile. Viewers will have to tune in to see how the connection unfolds. Tiffany also got candid about her current relationship with ex-husband Ronald Smith, with whom she shares daughter Carly. After a tense and rocky post-split period filled with blocks and arguments, Tiffany said things have finally settled into a more civil, co-parenting dynamic. "At one point, it was a power struggle. We argued, blocked each other. It was messy," she admitted. "But a heart-to-heart conversation changed everything. I told him I want Carly to have both her parents, but without it costing me my peace. Now, things are more stable. We're not friends exactly, but we joke, we tease each other, and he talks to his daughter," she shared. Ronald is currently planning a trip to visit Carly, and Tiffany said she hopes to travel with her daughter if possible. As for the new season of 90 Day Hunt for Love, Tiffany promised it's going to be anything but predictable. There are emotional twists, serious drama, some moments that had us all like, "Wait, what is happening?" she teased. She also addressed the mysterious ambulance scene from the trailer, saying even the cast was caught off guard. "None of us knew what was happening. Even after the doors closed, we were just in shock." With renewed self-worth, a fresh outlook on dating, and a hopeful path forward in co-parenting, Tiffany Franco is stepping into a powerful new chapter, one filled with possibility, healing, and maybe even love. David Tobaroski from 90 Day Fiancé has shared an emotional moment between him and his baby after leaving Annie Silwin and Minthaira in Thailand for a new adventure. David and Annie met in Thailand and documented their relationship on 90 Day Fiancé Season 5. At the time, David wasn't financially well off. He had to rely on a friend to give Annie a home. However, things have gotten much better for them since then. Annie and David recently moved to Thailand to have a baby, and David hasn't revealed if he's ever coming back to America. David recently revealed he was no longer in Thailand and was jet-setting off to a new country. He's now shared a sweet moment involving his baby before he left. David posted a picture of himself saying bye to his baby on Instagram. Annie's aunt, Aunt Lam, held Minthaira in her arms as she posed for the picture with David. The new father wanted his fans to see the look he got from Minthaira when he gave her a goodbye hug before leaving for the airport. It made him wonder if Minthaira was upset because she was not going with her dad. Bye, and had to leave for the airport. "Why do I have the feeling she will love to travel one day?" "Just my thoughts," David added. A different post by David revealed that he's flown to the Philippines with some important tasks to complete. David had photographed himself sitting inside an aircraft. He was on his way to Manila to get a social security number for Minthyra. David was going to visit the American embassy there, and he revealed it was the only office in the Asia-Pacific region where he could get a social security number for this child. David also revealed that he had been to the Philippines 19 years ago when he used to help recruit nurses for the U.S. David's Manila visit is a short one, and he will be coming back to Thailand. However, his visit also means that David is in the process of relocating to America again with Annie and the baby. Minthyra already had her dual U.S. and Thai citizenship. Meanwhile, Annie's mother has also received her green card. David has been keeping fans in suspense about his return to Arizona, but he can't help but give them clues through his social media updates. David could be saving the good news for a new spin-off. David remains quiet about his future plans. Since their daughter Minthyra was born in March 2025, the 90-day fiancé couple may be waiting until it's safe for her to travel to the U.S. David continues to run his business in America, while Annie had a successful fashion brand selling authentic Thai clothing to American women. That venture has been on hold since her pregnancy. From humble beginnings, the couple has built a stable life with quiet dedication. Whatever their next move is, it will likely reflect the same thoughtful approach.